Never allow the enemy to come in and swoop in and take your harvest. Don't allow him to come in with his tricks and his games and his fiery darts to convince you to go back to the person you used to be, to convince you to go back to your comfort zone, to convince you to go the easier route. If you have already did the internal work in your life, if you were already pregnant with purpose and have given birth to your purpose, do not allow the enemy to convince you to let your baby die. Do not let the enemy convince you that all the work that you had to do internally and the renewing of your mind and all the stuff that you had to do, that it's time to walk away with it. And do not allow him to come in and swoop in and get your seeds or your harvest. Because that's what he's after. He's after to kill, steal, and destroy the person you have become, the lives you have changed, the people you have touched, and the things that you are called to do. Remember that it's not going to be the easy route. It's the narrow route. But let's investigate if you're at that point where you want to throw in a towel, if you're at that point where you don't want to do it anymore. The question is, have you gotten in your purpose and forgot to invite God into the room? Any of the rooms that you go into while you're operating your purpose, while balancing things at home, have you allowed yourself, not on purpose, but maybe subconsciously, or your purpose is kind of big, or it's new, or you have a hard time balancing it? Have you started with God, started with the Holy Spirit, and then turn around and start to forget to invite the Holy Spirit? Have you started to lean your own understanding? Have you started to, like I said, stop inviting God in to hold all the weight, to hold things you're not supposed to carry? Because you and God are partnerships in your purpose, and you're never called to do this alone. So if you are tired and you are worn out, let's investigate why you have that moment in your mind, why you are ready to quit. It could also be that you have went back to the microwave mentality of being in a world where you want something right now, where it depends on whatever your timeline is, whatever's time for God to do stuff in His own perfect timing may not be your timing. So if you were in your purpose and you're trying to rush, you're trying to skip over stuff,